Welcome back to week 4 of Perfect Androgyny. My name is Stefan Sanjati and I'm going to talk to you today about inspirations. We're supposed to discuss it in, any way we can, just like normal, but specifically I want to talk about what drives me creatively and just about, what drives my life in general and the things that I find very influential to me. We'll go in a list format, so I want to start with video games. Oh my goodness. Mostly role-playing games serve as a really big influence for me because as somebody on the trans spectrum, I need to escape from reality because reality is not very good sometimes, which is why I started playing World of Warcraft when I was really, really young, like 9 years old, and I still play it occasionally. It's been like 10 years. Any fantasy or science fiction game really that I can dig into and just like incubate in is gonna be good for me. So I love Borderlands, I love the Elder Scrolls series. Things like that are awesome. I cannot wait for Fallout 4. I'm so excited. So things like that I find really inspirational, not inspirational, but creatively inspirational, I suppose. Because the things that I try to create and like the way that I look and the makeup that I like to wear is always very kind of, I don't want to say grungy, but I feel like you could see it in a video game on a character somebody's painted, right? That's the kind of like image that I like to portray. So video games are definitely a very big physical, creative inspiration for me, and they're really good for my mental health too. Next is certain famous women. I think anybody really finds a certain famous person very inspirational to them. Specifically with being a better person, I would say Nicki Minaj is a really important person in my view. I think anybody that has any sense would say that Nicki Minaj is a really, really good role model for people. And physically, like, I love the look of like Ariana Grande and Lorde. I don't know much about them personally, but I think they look really cool, and I try to draw from that to dress myself. I want to have that kind of image in my clothes, especially Ariana, maybe in a few years. We'll see. I'm also very inspired by dreams. That sounds real cheesy, holy shit. I'm talking specifically about like dreams that I have at nighttime when I'm sleeping. I dream very vividly and I dream pretty much every single night, and I don't know if that's common or not. I don't really want to say it's something special, but I find them very interesting and I love thinking about them. I love daydreaming about my dreams that I've had. Specifically like a few days ago, oh my goodness, okay. I had a dream that Steve Buscemi kidnapped that girl that played Rue in the Hunger Games, and I'm so sorry I don't know her name. I'm gonna Google it right now because I should know her name. Amandla Stenberg. Okay. I had a dream Steve Buscemi kidnapped Amandla Stenberg and was kidnapping a bunch of different girls and women to put on his own TV shows, and nobody else could have them in their TV shows, and it was against their will. They did not want to be only in his TV shows because he's Steve Buscemi, okay? And so ALB and I broke into his house, which had force fields and like electric fences, not fences, but like literally fences made out of electricity. They were like, you know what I'm talking about? And Queen Latifah was there, and she was like kind of the matriarch, but also kind of was working for Steve Buscemi. It was very weird. And Amandla was like up on a beam in this cool room. His house was very like mod. It had lots of white and red and black, and it was lots of squares. Oh my god. And I ended up having to stab Queen Latifah so that I could stab Steve Buscemi, because like if I just went for Steve Buscemi, he would shoot me because he had a pistol, okay? But because I went for Queen Latifah, he was like, oh, I'm gonna let them stab Queen Latifah. But then I like stabbed her, and then I stabbed him right away, so I killed Steve Buscemi. And then I woke up, and I think we saved Amandla, but I don't know. I hope we did. But the dream stopped, so I don't know. It was it was fine. I don't really want to stab Steve Buscemi. I don't really even know anything about him. But like, he was the villain in my dream, so I had to stab him. Now that that's over, what was I talking about? Oh, okay, so I find a dream a lot about adventures and fantasy and science fiction and things that I do in video games and in novels. I kind of project onto myself in my head, I guess. That makes perfect sense. I think that's a science thing, I don't know. But, oh my god, there's a naked guy on his balcony. Ange, come here.
What?
A naked guy on the balcony, come and look.
Oh my god.
Come on, look, come on, look, come on, look, come on, look.
He's naked? Where are you pointing? Oh!
Right? Where's this window open? I could throw rocks at him. Okay, so I wanted to talk about, the last inspiration. I think it's very important to acknowledge that your friends that are positive influences can often inspire you to change things, maybe that could be done better by you, things like that. I don't think it's necessarily important to acknowledge people that force you to change, but I think good influences are definitely something that I would count as an inspiration. And even sometimes friends that you can collaborate creatively with can be very stimulating for your brain, right? So I think it's important to acknowledge that, and what I want to hear from you is one example of you and a friend where you've been inspired by them either creatively or they've helped you change something in your life for the better. Something like that. I want to hear about that from you. So you tell me, please. I want to know. I'm gonna head out now though because I need to either play Splatoon or go to work. What time is it? Oh yeah, I've got Splatoon time. Oh yeah, okay. So I'll see you again next week on Wednesday. It was good to see you again. Until then, stay cool, breathe. I'll see you later. Bye.